take it slow. Got that fire roar. Wheels of fury tear the track. Hear that engine soar. Lean back, shifting gears, push it to the core. Killer Kyle on my tail. Feel the tension roar. Ain't no rules in this game. Every breath I fight. Pound the pedal, scream for speed through the endless night.
Riding on, can't slow it down. Gears of life turning, fate spinning round. In the heart of
This is Killer Kyle, and welcome to another episode. 2025, y'all. Yeah, this is gonna be another hell of a year. And what better way to start off with TNA Genesis.
Yes, sir. Now, it's been a while since we've been able to hang out. Matt, of course, went home for Christmas and came back after New Year. And then, of course, he got sick. So, yeah, things have been kind of chaotic, but we're here now, back together.
We made the New Year's Eve special work.
Yeah, we made the New Year's Eve special work. We did a pre-recorded Christmas special. Yeah, we did I guess you could say an impromptu New Year's special.
But we're back in business, and
Yeah.
I've done a few things myself, so check that out. Subscribe as well. But anyways, yeah. It's Genesis, and once again, I'm not really keeping up with TNA. This actually won't be my goal this year, is to actually keep up with TNA. But
Yeah. What was I watching? I was watching something. I think it was on YouTube. And they said that Impact is on Sportsnet.
oh,
Because for many years, TNA was on the Fight Network. Like, it might still be, and they're going to have it on Sportsnet 360, or they switch to Sportsnet 360, one or the other.
huh.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Genesis.
Yep.
Got Big Ben over here. My shirt.
riding on, can't slow it down.
So let's start things off with Frankie Kazarian taking on Leon Slater.
yeah, I thought we saw this one already. I could be wrong on that, but again, these two guys have really, well, obviously Frankie Kazarian has proved himself for over 20 years now.
Yeah.
Leon Slater, also a very good wrestler in himself. Again, to pick a winner, I don't know. I'm still going with Frankie.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those matches, and we've talked about it before, where it's like, okay, the match is on the cards, that's great. We'll, pick a winner, and then it's like, where will each one go after this?
Yeah.
I mean, Frankie still has the Call Your Shot
Oh, yeah.
trophy. So, he'll cash that in at some point. Leon's been doing his own thing. We don't really see a lot of Leon Slater.
No, and I mean, that's the thing. That's kind of hard to go, alright, well, I can't pick him as a winner because we don't see enough of him.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been doing a lot of, I don't know if he's been doing a lot of, explosion
That's possible, yeah.
More than likely. He's been doing a lot of matches on Explosion, so yeah.
But still going with the heavy metal rebel, Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah, I'll take Frankie as well.
In the heart of Texas, road stretch and sway. Wheels of fuel.
Division Championship. We have Ace Austin versus Moose. Can I just say the easy answer, Moose? I mean, I don't know. I think Ace Austin is a good wrestler. I really do. He's really impressed me over the years.
Yeah.
But, once again, look, Chris Bay, I'm not sure if he's ever coming back. So, I mean, I know he's injured.
Yeah.
He's been out forever now. They had the GoFundMe page.
Yeah, they got a GoFundMe going for him.
I'm just gonna say Moose. I think that it's not time again. I know Ace Austin has been the champion before, but
Yeah.
I could see a spear and a squash. Not even a squash.
Yeah.
I know, big fight.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely Moose.
Yeah, more than likely Moose is going to win this one. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ace Austin and Moose faced each other for the title at last TNA pay-per-view.
Yes.
Yeah, in December.
I think so.
And so, I mean, this is going to be a rematch. I mean, could Ace get the job done? Yeah. Will he? Not likely. Only because, you know, I think, well, one, I think they're wanting Moose to have a long reign, and two, you know, he still got the system.
Yeah, well, and that's another thing, right? Like, I think you got that going for Moose as well. So, is Ace Austin ever going to get the X Division title? Yes. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be now, but it'll be 2025. In fact, I'm starting to wonder, I mean, the title itself, I don't even know. We'll get to that when we get to that, but yeah, we already said our piece, so who knows?
In the heart of Texas, road stretch and sway. Wheels of fuel.
We will go to the Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, taking on Mike Santana.
Now, we know that Josh Alexander's contract is coming up in February.
Yeah.
So, again, is he going to win matches on his way out? Is he going to put people over? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good match. I'm going to say... yeah, fuck it. I'm going to say Josh Alexander.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if Mike does go over. At the same time, it's like, okay, where do you take it from here if Mike wins? Or even if Josh wins, right?
Yeah.
One thing I'm really, really curious about, though, is when Josh's contract comes up, what are they going to do with the other two members of the Northern Army? Or Northern Armory, excuse me.
Yeah, that's kind of like, what were you thinking? Because, in a way, I feel like you knew that Josh Alexander's contract was coming up, and yet you put him in a new faction. So, it's a waste, because now you're going, okay, Josh can go anywhere now. He can go to NXT, reunite with Ethan Page. He could go to Japan.
Yeah.
He could go to AAA. He could go anywhere. But what about the other two guys? Or what, 3?
2.
So what about them? Like, I have a brain! And I mean, they'll probably have a good run, without Josh.
Yeah.
But this was almost like, okay, why don't we take Josh Alexander? We'll put him somewhere else. But these guys will do nothing.
Which they could keep the two of them together as a team and maybe, put them in the tag team division and, build them up as a tag team and, give them a shot at the tag titles eventually.
Yeah.
When they first came up with the idea of the Northern Armory, it was probably before Josh's contract was due to come up and before they even knew that Josh didn't have any intentions of signing with TNA again.
Well, that's fair. But I just feel like, okay, after February, where do the other two guys go?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on when it was made known by, I'll call it upper management of TNA, that Josh wasn't going to sign back with TNA. Yeah. I don't think they were like, oh, Josh is gonna, sign another multi-year deal with us. So we'll just throw them together with these two young guys, let them learn from him, and then, we'll figure out what to do with them on his way out. I'm sure there was a plan in mind.
Yeah, I know. I just wish it was kind of like, let's think this through. Because, on the other hand, if Josh ends up going to NXT, what's not to say you'll have a bigger faction with Ethan Page plus the other ones. I wish I could remember their names.
Yeah, I know.
In the heart of Texas, where stretch and sway. Here's a few.
Match play it for the Knockouts Championships. We got Spitfire. Once again, they're taking on Ash by Elegance, which is, Ash and Heather by Elegance.
Yes.
Excuse me. And, of course, the personal concierge.
Right.
Plain and simple, Spitfire.
Yeah, I think Spitfire is going to win as well. This new girl that they threw with Ash is okay. Kind of, what was the point?
I don't get it. Who is she? I mean, she was there before. But who is she?
Yeah.
I mean, look, to be fair, I think Ashley's a good wrestler. She did very well, sort of, in WWE.
Yeah.
But I don't see them put a title in TNA on her. There's no way.
Probably not.
Unfortunately, she's just... And this is controversial, but I don't think she's that good.
Yeah.
So...
In the heart of Texas, where stretch and sway. Here's a few.
Jordan Grace taking on a recently returned Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah, there's been a lot of controversy with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure I'm speaking like Sean Connery. But, so yeah, Tessa returns, and there's a big kerfuffle about that.
Yeah.
And I mean, look. We had a lot of controversy in the past. 2018, her winning the Impact Championship, and then all this shit came about, and whatever. And then she went away for a while, and now she's back. I don't know if she apologized to anybody or anything like that, but unfortunately, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, yes, there was a little thing that went down with Tessa. You know, she won the title. She won the TNA World title. She held it for a little bit. Pandemic happened. She, had to, or she couldn't go anywhere essentially. She basically had to stay home. And, she was cutting promos. She'd pre-record promos and then send them to TNA and they'd air them. And then, for some reason, she stopped doing it. And then, other shit went down. They let her go. She had to send back the title. She was doing some stuff independently for a little bit. Then, of course, she went to Mexico.
Yes.
For a little bit. Was something in Mexico. And then at Final Resolution, she returned and beat up Jordan Grace, and they've been going back and forth with each other for the last few weeks.
Yeah. Okay, so I still say Jordan Grace.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Jordan as well. And as far as, I've seen it all night too. These people that are all in a kerfuffle over, working with Tessa for things she did and things she said. Fucking get over yourself.
Yeah.
Be professional, for fuck's sakes.
And I mean, look, I just watched the Chris Van Vliet interview with Jeff Hardy.
Right.
Look, he had to earn his stripes back when he did that whole incident at Victory Road 2011.
Yeah.
And he came through the other side. What's not to say Tessa doesn't do the same thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Let it go. Come on. You have to give people a fair shake.
Yeah.
They've made their mistakes, and I'm pretty sure things are going to be fine, and they've learned. Let it go.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
We'll see what happens. But anyway.
Yeah. If there was that big of a deal over Tessa being in TNA, they wouldn't have brought her back. I mean, they was basically 5 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Get the fuck over it and suck a donkey.
Yeah.
In the heart of Texas, where stretch and sway. Here's a few.
On to the men's side of the Tag Team Championships. We've got, speaking of the Hardys, we got the Hardy Boys taking on the Rascals.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Chris Van Vliet interview, he goes, and they were talking about Genesis too, by the way.
Yeah.
But he goes, do you think the Rascals are kind of like the Hardys? I said, there's a lot of tag teams out there, though, that are high flyers, and they wear weird, wacky colors. So, I mean, yeah, they're probably an inspiration.
Oh, I would imagine 100% for sure.
Realize how young Jeff was, though, compared to Matt, but
Yeah.
Matt turned 50 last year, so a few years younger, but
Yeah, there's I think it's 3 or 4 years difference between them.
yeah.
3 or 4 roughly. Because I know it was talked about when Matt and Jeff first signed with the WWF at the time. Jeff was underage. He was 17 at the time. And Matt, I think, was 19 or 20?
Yeah, I think he faced Razor at 16 years old.
Or 16, yeah.
So,
Yeah, Matt was 19 or whatever.
I think that the Rascals should win. And again, nothing to take away from the Hardys, but when you're veterans, you should probably... Well, I think that's the thing. You should put somebody that, well, the Rascals are new, but put them over.
And I mean, Matt and Jeff returned to TNA. It was a great moment, Who would have thought you'd see Matt and Jeff back in TNA again?
Yeah.
Give them another run of the tag titles to add to the laundry list of tag titles they've held over the last 30 years. And I mean, who knows? At this point, like, you just said Matt just turned 50. Jeff is 48. Okay. Who knows how much longer Matt and Jeff are gonna go?
We had talked about Tessa Blanchard, we talked about Jeff earlier. Yes, there's a guy that's had a lot of bullshit thrown in his way, and drugs and alcohol and DUIs and whatever. It kind of makes sense for him to have a second chance. And he did some very cool things in All Elite.
Oh, yeah.
And who knows, maybe down the line, and because there's still that relationship with WWE, well, NXT rather, what's not to say they can make their way back to NXT or even WWE.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, they can easily go on SmackDown and become the WWE Tag Team Champions. How fucking cool would that be?
Yeah.
I can't remember the number exactly, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the Rascals should win.
I mean, makes sense. You had the whole thing with, Zach and Wesley going to TNA. How did, leave TNA, go to WWE. Their tag team, they're off and running, they're hot. They win the NXT tag titles. There's the whole bullshit over a fucking photo. Wentz gets released.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing stuff independently. Makes his way back to TNA. Reunites with Trey. Trey's the heel at this point. He's X Division champion. He loses the title. And then, it's the Rascals again. Their faces. The Rascals now aren't the same as, Rascals when they first came into TNA. Like,
Yeah.
6 or 7 years ago, whatever it was. But I mean, the implication is still there, I will say.
Yeah.
And then, there's a whole thing with Trey and Zach went to NXT, like, hey, let's get the band back together, run the NXT division, win the NXT tag titles, whatnot. Turn Wesley heel, have a couple matches with Wesley against Zach, then, Zach and Trey go back to TNA and, so on and so forth. Could this be the time to put the tag titles on the Rascals? Maybe.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. And, as far as Wesley goes, I think, I was kind of hesitant of him turning heel, but in another company, well, it's put a fresh coat of paint on it, and he's a pretty good heel.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's still that chill guy, but he does it in a heelish way. That's hard to explain.
Yeah, like he's still the same person he was. He just does things in a heel way.
Yeah.
In the heart of Texas, where stretch and sway. Here's a few.
The TNA Knockouts Championship. We have the champion, Masha Slamovich, defending against Rosemary. God damn.
Yeah, fucking.
Green screen. In a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match.
Oh, I've seen these matches
Yeah.
recently. I don't know how I forgot about them. I really don't. I gotta watch more. I mean,
Oh, they were insane.
CM Punk, Raven.
Yeah.
I know there's been others.
There was CM Punk, Raven, I think Raven, Abyss. There's a few others.
shit.
I think Raven and Sabu had one. And yeah, it was basically Raven's idea for this match.
It's gonna be bloody, it's gonna be brutal. I mean, holy shit. You have these women, and you look at Rosemary's career, and it's like, how could you not put her in a match like this sooner?
Yeah.
And Masha Slamovich, I know she's held the title for most of last year. I think it's time that Rosemary finally gets her due. I mean, I know she must have been the Knockouts champion before.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I see this is going to be Rosemary's up her alley. And so, yeah, I'm going to pick Rosemary.
Interesting. I mean, when Masha took the title from Jordan, and then they had their rematches 2 out of 3 falls, pay-per-view before Final Resolution. I don't remember what it was. You know, Masha held her own. It was physical, it was intense, it was aggressive, it was, they brought out the best in each other. Now this match is going to be, it's considerably different than, a 2 out of 3 falls match. But I'm sure Masha will hold her own against Rosemary. Whether or not Rosemary will get the title, or whether Masha will retain, who knows?
Yeah, look, if Masha pulls it off, hey, that's cool as well.
Yeah.
I just think that you look at Rosemary, you look at this match in particular, I could see her become the new champion. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I just recently saw they posted some of these matches, and I got to watch a full one.
Right, yeah.
But from the looks of it, it's going to be a holy shit moment.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, considering the fact that Rosemary spent a good, I'll say, about 10 years, roughly, as part of Decay.
Hell yeah.
And you go through 2 different iterations of that. You got Abyss and Crazy Steve. You got Crazy Steve and Black Taurus. Black Taurus right now is in Ring of Honor as Beast Mortis.
Yeah.
Crazy Steve, don't know what he's up to right now.
And I really hope that he's doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that him and Rosemary have a lot of mental health issues.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I just hope that Steve is doing very well and healthy, and who knows.
Yeah. So this, got Rosemary now singles again, and she made it well known at Final Resolution. Well, actually before Final Resolution, that she wanted to be Knockouts champion, and so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun match.
In the heart of Texas, where stretch and sway. Here's a few.
We have the main event for the TNA World Heavyweight title. We've got Nick Nemeth, the wanted man. No,
Yeah, the Wanted Man.
the wanted man. I was thinking about Josh Wilson.
Nope.
Versus Joe Hendry. And is this 2025 the year of Joe Hendry?
I mean, yes, I think it will. I mean, fucking Joe had a hell of a year last year. And
Yes.
I'm sure that momentum will carry into this year.
I mean, it's one of those things where, yes, I think it will be. I mean, Nick Nemeth has been a hell of a champion.
Mhm.
But you also have to look into the consideration about the call your shot
Yeah.
thing. Frankie Kazarian can easily put himself in the match.
Oh, yeah.
So, if that happens, you can put Frankie and Joe in a feud for the title.
Yeah.
But by 2025, the end of 2025, or hell, even in the middle of 2025, Joe Hendry is going to be the TNA World Champion.
I can see that. Or even on the TNA World title. Fucking throw the X Division title on him.
Put the X Division title on him. Put the NXT title on him. Put the North American title. Because that is still a thing.
Yeah.
And yes, I know that didn't happen last year as well. But Joe Hendry is white hot. And one of the best wrestlers. If you do not put the title on him,
It's a missed opportunity.
so fucking do it! Anyways,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a hell of a show.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, I figure that Wheels of Fury is gonna be on fire. We gotta figure out what else we can do to improve the show.
Yeah.
I say that every year.
Yeah, I mean, well, just things we can do differently. I mean, yeah, once in a while we'll do a video in my apartment. We usually do videos, at Matt's. When the nicer weather comes along, I mean, maybe we could do some videos outside.
Oh, we'll definitely do videos outside.
We got the green screen. Sometimes it works for us, sometimes it's a dick.
Yeah.
But, we're always, looking for what we can do differently to make the videos more interesting, to get you guys to watch and have you guys enjoy them.
I've been very impressed with the last two videos I've made. I've seen a lot of views,
Right.
I think. And that's the thing, if you guys are watching our videos, either my channel or Kelly Kyle's channel, you gotta bump up those subscriptions.
Oh yeah, you gotta bump up the views, and then also that should bump up the subscribers as well.
So, but I mean, keep watching. We love you guys, and we'll be doing a play-by-play on Friday for World's End of 2024.
Yeah.
And then we will be going on for, well, yeah, Genesis on Sunday.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of surprised at, because usually TNA went to the Friday night pay-per-views.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure if that was going to be a regular thing, or whether that was just going to be a once in a while thing. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Now, seeing as how as this is our first time together since, well, before Christmas, why not have a wee nip? I've got this for Christmas.
Ooh.
Good old number 7. Some Jack Daniels. I've also got a bottle of Crown Royal. Here's to, well, we're a couple weeks into it, but here's to the start of 2025. Here's to Wheels of Fury. Back in business as usual. Also, just quickly wanted to make mention of a couple of losses in the wrestling world of Black Bart and Sweet Daddy Siki.
Ooh, yes.
So, here's to them. We miss you. Not really too familiar with Sweet Daddy Siki's stuff as far as wrestling?
Yeah, he trained Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
He's trained Beth Phoenix, some other wrestlers. And don't think I saw too many matches from him, but
Yeah, I think he wrestled I think he started wrestling like the 60s, I think.
yeah.
So yeah, he wrestled for quite a while.
And then of course Black Bart.
Mm-hmm.
So here's to you guys.
Yes.
And yeah, here's to another awesome year.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
And with that, for me and Matt, this is Killer Kyle. And we will see you next time. Deuces.
Later.
The wheels of fury, they spin, they roar. Never halting. The end's now calling.